All right, welcome folks. This is our first annual Belt Buckle Awards and Mitigation Awards for the Adobe Walls Fire Module. It's 2026. We've had the module established since 2018. We started the mitigation program around 2007. That was with Bob Watson and Archie Stone. Kind of progressed into the Adobe Walls Fire Module. And kind of what we're here for today is just recognition of all the hard work, the long nights, the days of mowing and weed eating and all the stuff the guys have suffered through. We kind of wanted to do something to bring these guys together and present them with a belt buckle. This thing will be worn with pride, you know, for many, many years. So to earn this thing is like, you got to be here at least 2 years or working on your single resource boss, been through the worst of days and the best of days together, and this belt buckle is just going to kind of signify that. So I just wanted to, welcome you guys. Thanks for coming. We really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll have many more of these events throughout the years. Yeah. So this belt buckle has been a dream of mine personally since we've started this. The kind of the history behind the belt buckle is, a lot of hot shots, which we're not comparing ourselves to, but a lot of hot shots and stuff, they have this as part of their heritage. They make these belt buckles for their guys to show them, that, hey, we really appreciate you and the hard work and the dedication and everything you've done into it. So I kind of just wanted to follow along them lines and start, kind of building our own culture here at Borger Fire Department and the Adobe Walls Fire Module. So, as I leave this job or as Archie leaves this job, this is something that'll continue, to inspire new guys that come in to work towards to have the belt buckles. I kind of sat down one day and I just started playing around with, of course, AIs everywhere and everything now, and I kind of started playing around with some stuff, and I designed one up, got to talking with Archie about it, and he's like, yeah, let's go forth with it. And went and talked with Garrett. Garrett got approval, said, hey, y'all do it. I sent this into Western Heritage to have them make us a belt buckle. Well, we're the first crew that they've ever used the AI generated software over to their 3D printing for the bronze. So they cast these out of bronze, and we were the first ones to ever use it. And the detail is amazing on these. It's super cool. So I'm pretty proud to be a part of the first group that they've ever done that stuff with. So that's another special thing with these belt buckles here in particular. So we ordered 10 of them, and they're all serial numbers. So you'll get a serial numbered belt buckle, and it's starting with 1 and going to 10, and then in further years it'll go from 10 up to 20, and then I'm hoping this is just a culture that we build that continues on for however long the Adobe Walls Fire Module is present. So I think that's a pretty special deal. And like I said, you have to earn these. You have to have at least 2 years on the module, work towards or earn your single resource boss, or you have provided something that is, phenomenal to the module that's helped build it up and bring it into what it is now. So it's just not handed out to anybody. You just don't get to come work for one season or one summer here with us and then get a belt buckle and go on with your life. We've had guys that moved here from other towns to be a part of this program, and they put in the hard work and the dedication and uprooted their lives to be a part of this, and that's what it takes. That's why we're presenting this, is for the individuals that have put in the work and have, we've suffered together, laughed together, countless nights being out all night on fire, being away from our families for 14 to 21 days. And these guys have earned these things. I mean, it's not just, this is a representation of pride in our culture and who we are as an individual. So just because you hadn't got your single resource boss yet, we're handing these out because of who you are. If you're a good person, got a great heart, super good work ethic, you're always smiling, and you bring something to our crew that outlines that, you're on your way to getting a belt buckle. And every one of my guys have proven themselves 100 times over. So I'm really proud to have this done and give this to these folks. So it's a super big day for us. So just kind of tag along with the buckles. We have some folks that have begun to work with us and stuff, and they're not receiving the buckle, and I kind of felt like, hey, we should do something for these guys. So we had these plaques made. They were donated to us, and they have their names on it. We have 2 guys that are not receiving belt buckles, but they're on their way to getting them. So I had these made for them, something that they can hold on to and hang on the wall and show their families, like, this means a lot to us. Just the name Adobe Walls and Fire Module carries a lot of weight within the state, and I want these guys to be proud to be a part of this program and have something to work towards. This isn't just for the guys receiving the awards. This is also for the families that stand behind wildland firefighters. You know, I just want to put this out there, you know, if it wasn't for the wives and the kids supporting us in our job, because as you know, we don't make a whole lot of money doing this. This is a passion. And if it wasn't for the families, you know, standing behind us when we're doing all of these things and being supportive and understanding, like this job wouldn't even exist. Without you guys out there coming and showing your support, seeing your guys get up there and receive an award and all this, well, this award isn't just for us, it's for you guys at the same time. So we really appreciate y'all. It's a big factor into what we do with y'all's support.